Hello my dear students, this is your Bhaskaran. In this episode, we are going to see the vocabulary section of unit number 5 of your textbook, and now we are at page 150 of your textbook. Here we see a passage about compound nouns which is printed in pink. Let me read it. Words can be combined to form compound nouns. Compound nouns often have a meaning that is different or more specific than the two separate words. The elements in a compound noun are very diverse parts of speech. Some compound words from the story have been listed below. We see the compound words within the box. Compound elements and words are given. On the left we find the combination and on the right we find the words. For example, noun plus noun. For that we have got two words. One is storeroom, the next one is buttermilk. And for the second combination, noun plus adjective, the example given is diamond heart. And for the third combination, adjective plus noun, the examples are grandmother and milch cow. And the fourth combination is adverb plus verb, and the example is overstep. Now let's go further. Identify the combination of the following compound words. They have given some compound words and we have to find the combination. First one is haircut. The combination is noun plus noun or noun plus verb. The second one is headmaster. Its combination is noun plus noun. And the third one is waterfall, and the combination is noun plus noun or noun plus verb. The next one is swimming pool, and the combination is gerund plus noun. And the fifth one is drawback, and the combination is verb plus adverb. And the next one is public speaking, and the combination is noun plus gerund. Next one is output. The combination is adverb plus verb. And the next one is software. The combination is adjective plus noun. And the next one is show cause, and the combination is verb plus noun. And the last one here is world famous, and the combination is noun plus adjective. And at D we have something to go through. The instruction given in pink is, look at the following sentence from the text. Let's read it on. The whole house spluttered into giggles before the things settled down. The word spluttered is the blended form of splash and sputter. A portmanteau is a type of blend word in which the beginning of one word is combined with the final part of another word. Let's take a look at some of the most common portmanteaus in English. The examples given are alphanumeric. It is the combination of alphabetic and numeric. The next one is brunch. It is the combination of breakfast plus lunch. And the third one is camcorder, and the combination here is camera plus recorder. Fourth one is mechatronics. It means mechanics plus electronics. Coming to the next one, it is newscast. It's the combination of news plus broadcast. Coming to the last one here, the word is smog, and the combination is smoke plus fog. Now blend the following words. They have given a small task, and in that the first word is binary plus digit. It is equal to bit, B-I-T. The second one is electronic plus mail. It is email. And the third one is foreign plus exchange. Its resultant word is forex. And the fourth one is motor plus pedal, and the combination is moped. and the fifth one is parachute plus troop, and the resultant word is paratroop. We have got another task here which is given the notation E, and the instruction is: the term euphemism refers to polite indirect expressions that replace words and phrases considered harsh and impolite, or which suggest something unpleasant. So, when we wish to refer to a person as an old, we use the term senior citizen instead of old. So, here we have a small task where we have to replace the underlined word or expressions with possibly polite forms. Sentence A is: the culprit was sent to jail. Here the word jail is underlined. We can replace it with correctional center, correctional institution, or correctional facility. Sentence B is: Dheeraj is unemployed. Here the word unemployed is underlined, so we can replace it with between jobs or out of work. And the third one, C, is: I saw a disabled man. Here the word disabled is underlined, so we can say instead physically challenged. So the sentence is: I saw a physically challenged man. Coming to D, subsidies are given to the poor. Here the word poor is underlined, so we can replace it with economically deprived or poverty stricken or underprivileged. Coming to the last one, E, Ilam Bharati has a second hand car. Here the compound word second hand is underlined. We can replace it with the euphemism pre-owned. So the sentence goes like this: Ilam Bharati has a pre-owned car. Dear students, now we are moving on to the vocabulary section of unit number 6, and now we are at page number 180. Here on the right hand side we find a box, and above that we find an instruction, and it says: listen carefully to the stress in the each word. Write against each word whether it is a noun or a verb and mark the stress. In this box, on the left side all the words you find are nouns, and on the right side all the words you find are verbs. Now let me pronounce all these words with proper stress so that you can understand the difference between the two. See, I am coming from the first one. The first one is contract, and on the right is contract. Contract is a noun and contract is a verb, and so are all the words. Conduct, conduct. Object, object. Subject, subject. Present, present. Desert, desert. Project, project. Refuse, refuse. Address, address. And these are the differences in their pronunciation and stress, and we are moving down to notation B. What we find here is the most noticeable difference between American and British English is in the vocabulary usage. There are hundreds of everyday words that are different. And now we are moving on to the next page. For example, British call the front of a car the bonnet, while Americans call it the hood. Coming to notation C, some British English words are given in column A. Write their corresponding American English words in column B. Only one example is given: pavement. Its American English is sidewalk. And for pullover, it is sweater or jumper. And for waistcoat, it is vest. And for chips, it is French fries. And for flat, it is apartment. And for ground floor, it is first floor. And for underground, it is subway. And for queue, it is line. And for windscreen, it is windshield. And for indicator, it is turn signal or blinker. And for timetable, it is schedule, and for post it is mail, and for holiday it is vacation, and for autumn it is fall, and for lift it is elevator, and for nappy it is diaper. It is not happy, it is nappy, Nappy, and so the American English for that is diaper. And for full stop, the next word is full stop, it is not fully, and for full stop it is period. Coming to the other words on the right side. For the word loo, the American English word is bathroom, and for sweets it is candies, and ultimately for the word bin it is garbage or trash can. And we go to notation D. Let's read what is there. Similarly, there is a difference in the spelling of certain words between American and British English. In column A, words are spelled in American. Write down the corresponding British English spelling for those words in column B. The first one is done for you. We are coming to this tabular column where we find the word odor, and for that we have got the British English spelling on the right side. And for program, the spelling is PROGRAMME, and for parlor the spelling is PARLOUR, and for apologize the spelling is APOLOGISE. Instead of Z we use S in British English. And for color, the British English spelling is COLOUR, and for check the British spelling is CHEQUE, and for theatre the British spelling is THEATRE. Coming to the word grey, the British spelling is GREY, and for behavior it is BEHAVIOUR, and for humor it is HUMOUR, and for labor it is LABOUR. Thank you guys. So far in all the episodes in series of them, we have completed all the vocabulary sections of all the units, and so we will meet again in our next episode. I believe all the sessions are useful to you, and till we meet again, thank you and goodbye from Bhaskaran.